speed was kind of affecting this Florida State team who has a lot of length and switches a lot of the screens.
Yeah, I feel like the court is really open because they basically deny everything. So I felt like I was using my speed to my advantage as much as I could because we would get switches on, like, big men, like 4 or 5s. And I felt like I was faster than them, and they couldn't stay in front of me.
I think you're turning up the aggression level on the offense more and more every game. How are you doing that?
I'm just getting more confident in myself, and I'm figuring out really how to get my shots within, like, the play style without forcing anything.
Take us through that confidence process where you looks to me like you're starting to recognize that nobody can really stop you, especially when they're switching crazy the way they were. Is that sort of the difference where your confidence that you can take everybody out the dribble now, or is there something else at play there?
Yeah, I think my confidence is just the coaches trusting me more, putting the ball in my hands more, and calling sets that actually get me downhill. And I feel like their confidence is growing in me, so that confidence is also growing in myself.
I remember talking to you in late December. I think it was after Charleston, and you heard some shots that game. You said you need to see the ball go through,
Yeah.
and you were still dealing with some stuff. Is it starting to feel now out there like it did before you got here?
Yeah, it's definitely starting to come back to me, and I definitely feel like I'm getting back to that.
How frustrated was it sitting the last 6 minutes of the first half and watching Florida State now?
It was really frustrating because I felt like the 2 calls I got were kind of cheap fouls, and I felt like I didn't have to do that. And there's been a lot of instances this year where I had to sit because of fouling, and I just hate it.
What do you think kind of allowed you guys to, rein in, I guess, the ball control in that second half? I think first half it was like 12 turnovers, whatever it was. What do you think kind of allowed you guys to rein it in?
I think we just slowed down a little, and the coaches, during halftime, the coaches were talking about turnovers a lot, so we kind of just focused on taking care of the ball more.
RJ was also saying that right before the coaches get in there, you guys kind of huddle a little bit, kind of discuss what you guys see, things like that. What are those kind of interactions like? When you guys are kind of taking over?
We have a bunch of, like, experienced and older veterans on the team, so everybody's constantly talking. Like, I'm talking because I'm the point guard. Mondo, Cormac, RJ Harrison, they all been playing college for a long time, and they're just great leaders. And I feel like every single one of them could be a leader, so they're just talking a lot.
Does Harrison ever amaze you at the rebounds he gets and just the dirtiness, the dirty way, like not bad dirty, but kind of a good dirty out there on the floor?
Yeah, I think it amazed me, like, early in the year, but he's been doing that every day in practice, every game. So it's kind of something I expect from him now.
It seems like we're getting to a point where almost every game he gets a rebound. Like, he got that rebound.
Yeah.
The one-ups, maybe his best rebound in the game.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
You got to the point where you almost don't expect to turn the ball over. You had a turnover in the second half, and you kind of took your head on your head, and kind of looked frustrated.
Yeah, I felt like my teammate was wide open, and my man deflected the ball, and I felt like that was, like, a really bad time for me to turn the ball over, so I was kind of mad and upset.
RJ made some big plays down the stretch, but so did you. How important is it to have a veteran teammate like that to look at when you're in those positions?
Yeah, I'm a freshman, so I'm constantly trying to learn from all my teammates, and RJ is a great influence on me. So to see how poised he is, to see him making all these shots down the stretch, just shows me the level that I want to be at. So maybe next year I could be exactly like him. Yeah.
Elliot, along those same lines, what do you think it is about this team, the guys on this group, that allows y'all to come into places like this where it gets jacked up and nuts and not lose your cool? Like, what is it about this group and that makeup, do you think?
I think we all trust each other. We all know how good everybody is, so we just have a lot of confidence in ourselves. We feel like we got a lot of good players off the bench. Our starters are all everybody's, like, really, really elite. So we're just always calm, and we're always just confident that we're going to end up winning the game because we feel like there's not a team better than us in the country.
What went into the choice to go no sleeves?
Yeah, good question.
The shirt that I packed was kind of too tight, and I didn't like it. So I went no sleeves, and I've been I think I'm going to do it more because I kind of like it. It's kind of comfortable. Yeah.
So you put the shirt on.
Yeah.
Here, a little too snug.
Yeah.
Were you out there, like, trying to warm up with it?
Yeah, I put the shirt on and I was warming up and I didn't like it, so I just took it off.
I know it's hard hitting journalism here.
Well, it is. Going back to what he was asking about keeping your composure in an environment like this. People's been talking a lot lately about you guys living in the trenches. Does that, if you're living in the trenches, is it easier to block everything out so you're not really affected by the environment because you're so dialed in? Is that what that means?
Yeah, we're just focused on doing like the little things. Like that's the trenches, the little things, and we're just so focused on that. We don't really hear all these fans, and we played in crazy arenas, and I'm kind of used to it. I know my teammates are used to it because they've been doing this for years, but I kind of started just getting used to how
I
loud
remember
it
you
is.
said back in November you hadn't played in front of a crowd before, so
Yeah.
this was all kind of a first for you. So I would imagine for you, adjusting to that has been huge for your game, and maybe coincides with the way you've been playing.
Yeah, I think I was wrong about that. It doesn't really affect me like the noise. Yeah.
Who started calling it the trenches, and what does that mean to you?
The what?
Who started calling it the trenches, and what does that
Coach
mean to you?
Hubert started calling.
When?
You said when?
When? Yeah.
Like during the beginning of the year, and for me, it just means to play hard and just do the little things that he asked us to do.
Elliot, when a team like Florida State that switches everything, when you're out there and you get a bigger dude that switched onto you, I know all those guys are long, but you had some bigs, like some 6'10" guys that you sort of put on skates today. Like, when you get that switch, is there sort of a checklist that you're going through when you're sizing him up? Or like, when that happens, what are you like mentally processing before you make your moves and stuff?
I think everybody, my whole team and the coaching staff has confidence in me that I can make a play if a big man is guarding me. So I just feel like because Florida State is like denying, it just opens the court up way more. And since I have a center or a power forward on me, it just makes it a lot easier. And I'm just focused on beating my man and making a play.
I mean, do your eyes get big? Like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, I get really like excited when a 5-man is guarding me for sure.
Was there anything different from the free throw line tonight? 8 for 9.
Another good question.
I just been working on it a lot, and I feel like I'm getting more confident every day. Yeah.
You guys haven't lost on the road.
Nope. Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough one to keep going. It's going to be February here soon.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We have some tough games coming up.
Very good. Thank you.